Out there are 200,000 nice people who came to see and hear 12 hours of fine music.
Another key figure in coordinating the California Jam was Don Bracker.
Well, why don't you explain it? It's not a typical MC. Why don't you explain what that role is and how you talk to the kids and how you're able to control this many people?
Well, hopefully we can control them, and usually they're good kids, and the idea is treat them with respect, and they'll treat us with respect back. I try to set up the guidelines from the front, so I don't pull any surprises on them, and in return, they usually act good.
There's been a minimum delay between the acts, which is due to a very unique stage that's mounted on 600 feet of railroad tracks. This allows one act to be setting up while another act is playing. Then the next act is actually rolled on the tracks to center stage, and they're all set to rock and roll you some more.
First festival that I've ever been to, where everything seems to be so beautiful and peaceful. There's no hassles, you know, the organisation is absolutely incredible, you know, it's just beautiful. It's the way they all should be.
I just met you at the airport about an hour ago.
Yeah.
You said you thought it would be really beautiful. How was it?
I'm lost for words. I just can't say anything. You know, the kids just blow my mind. You know, I can't believe it, man. Really.
What did it look like from being on the stage?
Oh, it was just like an ocean of people, you know, and when all the people's arms went in the air, it was like I don't know, it was like you know, well, I can't say. I'm lost for words, brother. I really am.
I'm with Sepp Donahauer and Gary Perkins, and they produced California Jam, promoted it. How's it going?
Going fantastic. This is, I think, is a new world's record for a gross of a single event and paid admissions at the event itself.
A year from now, what do you think they'll say about California Jam?
Who knows? I mean, it set a landmark in terms of technical staging and production, I think. This is the most ambitious project, I think, that's ever been undertaken.
This is the biggest crowd ever put together in one place in Southern California. Bigger than the Rose Bowl, bigger than any sporting event, the biggest.
Will it be another?
Oh, I'm sure there'll be lots more events like this, because this is really proven if you go spend the money and do everything right, you have a minimal amount of problems. This show has had minimal problems in terms of security, accidents, health things. You know, the production's been excellent.
Well, thank both of you, and congratulations.
And here's the grand finale.
Purple decides they don't want to go on until the sun goes down, because now they have lights and they have some surprises for me, which is pyro, unplanned. And so they went in the dressing room and they weren't coming out. And the kids, as you know, are starting to get out of hand. I have this philosophy about mass crowds, and that is the only way to stop trouble is not to allow it to start. We got Deep Purple on, and he finally went on when it got dark, when he wanted to, not when we wanted to.
Right.
And the show goes on, and he has some surprises for me. Just as he's going through the typical English game of destroying guitars and amps and throwing them out in the audience and such. Then he turns around and takes one of his guitars and decided to take it out on a $25,000 ABC network camera. And he hit the camera, I think 3 or 4 times, and then took the neck of the guitar and put it right through the camera lens.
Rainbow
with us are two of the Deep Purple people, Mad John and Simon. Someone was asking about the Deep Purple's performance out at the jam when the, I guess it was one of the amps blew up.
Richie did blow up a Marshall head and 2 Marshall stacks. He had 4 flash pots in each side, in each stack, and they were soaked with gas. And like, the light guys, they took care of that, and they set it all off in a big explosion, you know. It was pretty nice.
So Deep Purple leaves, and then it's Emerson, Lake and Palmer. That went pretty well, and that was a pretty amazing show.
The flying piano.
Visually.
No, it was real.
It was a real deal.
Yeah, and again, back to ABC. I mean, this, they worked that out in advance, and they worked out the gag, if you will,
Right.
back in the old stunt days, they call that. And it came off because you have kids out there who were indulging in illegal activities, no doubt, some of them on hallucinogenics.
And then to see that.
And to see the piano fly and start spinning while he's playing it, some kids have never still come down from that.
Yeah, this is the mellowest concert California's ever had. We've proven right here that we can have a good time together, no hassles.
I want to hear Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
How old are you?
13.
Does your mom know you're here?
Yes.
In all the years that I've ever seen rock and roll concerts, I have never ever seen 200,000 people enjoy themselves, behave themselves. Give yourself a round of applause. Everybody, all the way back.
Can I hear it for the California Jam?
If every rock show, open air thing, could go half as good as this, it'd be. This is what it's all about. This is where it's at, you know.
Well, the California Jam is just about over. We hope you've enjoyed this special series of in-concerts. In the last few minutes, let's take a final look at some of the high points. Captain Ben Schlossberg's magnificent balloon uprising. Rare Earth. Greg Burrows and the Rock and Roll Skydivers. Earth, Wind and Fire. Eagles. That's me, Don Imus, the one on the right. Black Oak, Arkansas. The mighty Black Oak, Arkansas Art Players. Who can forget Black Sabbath? Deep Purple. Wow! Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I can't hear you! How do they do that? Thank you for watching. And remember,
Keep your heads together and keep on trucking.